exactly. So one of the things that Jesus did was by doing so, by sacrificing himself, he also demonstrated the resurrection. And the resurrection is a teaching that there is no death, that as long as you are living in righteousness, having a personal relationship with God the Father, you will always be immortal. There is no death and there is no evil that could ever go against you.
And I think the Shroud of Turin is also like the proof to me, the calling card that I've had L.A. Marzulli on, and we've talked about the Shroud of Turin. He's researched this extensively, and I believe that is the biggest proof right there, staring us all in the face.
Yeah, there's a lot of proof.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right, my friend. Jesus did come to be the ultimate sacrifice in order to, again, redeem the entire universe. So, what he did 2,000 years ago was not just for the earth to once again become, a paradise world. But what he did 2,000 years ago ultimately allowed the entire universe to be redeemed. And so, therefore, what happens here as we approach the last days, into the millennium, the last battle against evil. And then, of course, we're going to have about 1,000 years of peace. And then, once again, there's going to be one final clash against evil. And that's what I call the reemergence of the timelines. You have the positive timeline going into one direction where there is no AI, there is no transhumanism, there is no evil. And then you have the negative timeline going into a negative direction where AI rules for 1,000 years. And that's what the Bible calls the 1,000 ring rule of the Antichrist. Well, the Antichrist is the machine. The Antichrist is being, let's just say the infrastructure of the Antichrist is being laid out by Elon Musk.
I,
Unfortunately,
I,
he is the Trojan.
dude, I'm with you on that. Look, I want to like Elon, dude. I do not like throwing him under the bus. I just don't trust the guy. I mean, to me, all the signs are there. I mean, listen, do I like the guy? Dude, he's funny. I think he's great. I like listening to him on podcasts, which makes it more believable that he would be the fucking Antichrist, right? I don't know. Look, I don't know who he is, but
Well,
I don't feel it's not resonating with me that that I just feel like he's coming in under the radar, not for me, not for people that are spiritually sound, but I feel like he's coming in under the radar and he's going to manipulate everybody. I just feel that. I have no proof on that. It's just something I feel.
Well, let's approach it from a biblical perspective. According to the Bible, at first everybody loves him. Everyone's going to love what he's doing. He's going to bring forth all these technologies, healing modalities that is really going to outdate the current, medical, whatever you want to call it, cures everything. And so everyone's going to love him for that. He's going to bring in the anti-gravity aircraft, free energy. So he is going to be seen as a type of Tony Stark Iron Man figure where everyone's going to love him. And then in about 4 years, 3 to 4 years, once he's on a pedestal and he is loved by everyone, that's when he's going to enforce Neuralink, which is the chip. And by then, we will be using some sort of a quantum, unfortunately, digital currency. The fiat system is done with. So he's going to have, unfortunately for us, he's going to have absolute control of the quantum due to Starlink and
So,
yeah.
so
So,
who do we blame here? Do we blame Trump for bringing him in?
that's all part of the prophecies, my friend. It's all part of the prophecies. Because when you think about it, Trump is going to bring peace. Elon's going to help in that. They're going to roll out all these technologies. Everyone's going to love it. They're going to bring prosperity and positive living conditions to the whole world. But that's only going to last for a few years, and then they're going to enforce the chip. In order to eat, in order to sell, you have to what? Get the chip,
Right.
and that's where he's just going to turn against everyone.
So
And
Elon will bring in the beast system.
Elon's going to bring in the beast system. And that, my friend, is known as Project Omega.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
seen it. I've seen the necklace.
yeah. So yeah, we definitely have to have discernment. Yes, even Trump, he's just a front person for the Y hats, but at the same time, it seems like he's being very gullible because he's giving a lot of power to Elon, and it is true. I heard that Elon's going to buy out YouTube. He's going to own Fox. He's going to own.
He's going to buy out YouTube.
He's going to
I
buy
haven't
out
heard that.
social media. He's going to buy out most of the social media, and his big thing is going to be that he's going to give everybody free speech. And that's one of the reasons why everyone's gonna like him. Okay. Put it this way: one of the things that I was able to decipher in the Bible, I think it's in the book of Daniel, is that the system of the beast is going to come in first, or the Antichrist rather, is going to bring us peace. He's going to bring us joy, prosperity. He's going to expose the evil that has been going on for a long time, and then at the end, he's going to turn and become the second evil. So that's what I
He'll
heard.
be possessed by the dragon.
He will be possessed by the AI overlord, who is at the head of the what is known as the negative alien syndicate. See, all the reptilians, all the negative evil aliens out there, the insectoids, the mantis, they all answer to an AI overlord that actually has been destroying, galaxies and worlds for billions of years. This war is ancient, my friend. It actually transferred from another universe.
Right. It's always been AI against biological creation, right? It's always been AI versus. I've heard that they've gone in with AI and wiped out galaxies,
they
living
have
galaxies,
in
correct?
12 many galaxies, yes. It turns out that this ancient invasive AI actually stemmed from the 11th creation. So we are part of the 12th creation. And yeah, God is constantly creating. You think God just created our universe? No, our Father in heaven is constantly working, and every day he creates new universes. So creation is an eternal process, by the way. And I know, many people are going to find this to be a little bit woo woo, but you have to understand that we're dealing with eternity here. We're not dealing with a finite realm. We're dealing with an eternal being that is constantly working. So to answer your question, about 12 years ago, there was a scientific report that indicated that at the outskirts of our universe, millions of galaxies were being erased from existence. Well, who do you think was doing all that? It was this invasive AI. And the only reason it was incapable of doing that to our galaxy, my friend, is because our galaxy was given some sort of like a protective fence against this AI signal. But unfortunately, that protective fence is now being breached through the development of super AI.
Bro, have you ever seen the movie Never Ending Story?
I think when I was young, but I kind of
Okay,
forgot.
well, it's like the same shit.
Really? I didn't know that.
The nothing comes and wipes out worlds and universes, and they call it the nothing. And Atreyu is the savior of that planet. And look. I know my audience knows what I'm talking about, folks. Do you give me a thumbs up? Does this not sound like the never-ending story? I don't know, but maybe it is a never-ending story. Maybe there's a lot of truth there. Dude, I'm just look. I'm not discounting you at all. To me, this makes complete sense. I'm not gonna. I'm um, I just for me personally, this is unpacking a lot more of the Bible that people probably are short circuiting to right now. They're probably wait, well, hold on. He's adding New Age with the Bible, with UFOs, with MUFON, it's all going in different directions, and they can't. They're probably thinking they're probably just going to shut off and shut down is what they're going to do listening to this podcast right now, at least my audience, and say this is demonic. This whole thing is demonic. Would you see why?